I hate this mixer. There. Goodness. Hey everybody. I know I haven't been on here in forever. It's beginning to get kind of hard for me to do like longer videos right now because I don't like how they like come out because the lighting. It's just really dark in this kitchen, especially like in this corner over here that is all I have really to my kitchen. So that's why I've been doing like a lot more shorts lately and things like that because, you know, it's not as bad in my opinion. But, whatchamacallit, what was I saying? But I thought I could go ahead and do a live and that would be good. I think I'm about to put my headphone in as well. No, I left them in the car. So we are just making cinnamon rolls right now. I will have to get off before too long to go get the kids from school. But once I come back, I will get back on and finish up what I'm doing. So we shall see. Another thing that I like about YouTube is like I can go live and it can stay on my page so everybody can come back later on when they are available and be able to see my live, which is cool. Okay, so to this mixer we need 4.5 cups of flour. We need 4.5 teaspoons of our yeast. Right here. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? A teaspoon of salt. And we will mix that up. And then we need Did everybody have a good holiday? Thank you. We need a cup of milk. Hey, hey. How are y'all? It's been a while. Half cup. And sweetened table sauce. Let's see what else we need. We need half cup room temperature unsalted butter. Is it just me, or does it, like, when something calls for unsalted butter, I do not use unsalted butter. I use salted for everything, or am I the only one? So we are making cinnamon rolls. We are making cinnamon rolls. I am making a few different ones. So we are making the regular ones, but I'm trying a new recipe, which we have the dough already done for that. And then we are going to be making some caramel apple cinnamon rolls. And then, what is the other one I had? We are going to make peach cobbler cinnamon rolls as well. So we will see how it turns out. Yeah, me too, yeah. I'm glad somebody agrees. You went outside, boss? You went outside? I really don't care for ones that sit, like where the waistband sits low on the hips. So I like my waistband to come up because I got a little bit of something right here that I really don't like poking out sometimes. So I really like for this to be covered. That's just my preference. Just like the Halara ones. I love the Halara ones, like the leggings from Halara. Those are really good, and it helps control my little tummy area that I have going on down here. A cup of sugar. Thank you. What brand are the low waist pants that you're talking about? You know the brand of that? So this recipe is telling me to put this mixture mixture in the microwave, so I'm gonna switch the bowls because I don't think I can put that in the microwave. And it says heat for about 1 minute in the microwave and stir from boundaries. Okay. Thank you for those hearts. I appreciate it. I have a Yes, Amazon is a place to go for sure. I get almost everything from Amazon. Love Amazon. So if you are new here or just popping in, we are making cinnamon rolls. We're making 3 different kinds of cinnamon rolls. We are making regular, but a new recipe to me. We are making caramel apple and peach cobbler ones. just because I really want to try them out, and eventually I would love to be able to sell them eventually. So that's the thing. So I'm trying to get an idea of what I want to be able to have for my stand whenever it's time. So we're trying out different recipes. This will obviously be too much for my family to eat within the next couple of days. So half of each one we will take to work. I work with a bunch of guys. They love food all the time. So we will take them to them and they will be so happy. And then I like to do that too, because then they can taste my stuff to see, you know, if they like it or not. So it's like a win-win situation. And also, if you are new here, I typically don't do my own recipes. Usually my recipes come from other people or Pinterest or something like that. But after the first time of me making that recipe, then I'll see if there's anything that I want to tweak. And then if I want to tweak it, then I will. If not, then we will just leave it be. But I'm not a recipe maker. I don't like making recipes. That's just not something I've ever liked doing. But if you ever want any of my recipes, then I can always link them for you if you just ask. So we're just going to add this mixture in. And then we are just going to let that do its thing. And in the meantime, we are going to wash out this bowl. Hey! I need to get some paper towels, so I will bring you with me. Here's my tree. I did not decorate it because I just didn't feel like getting everything down. What did I come in here for? Paper towels. I didn't feel like getting everything down, so we're not decorating it this year. We're hoping, hold on you guys, let me sit y'all down for a second if I can. So we're hoping to be able to find a new place sometime beginning of next year. We don't know. We're hoping like January or February time frame. So we will just have to wait and see. So whenever I move, you guys, I will have a nice kitchen and I will be able to have better lighting and more space for me to set y'all so y'all can see more of what I'm doing. So I'm really excited about that. But like anything else, you know, it's just like a waiting game and trying to, you know, just a waiting game. So we're just waiting and hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. But I'm just trying to put it in God's hands so I don't have to worry about it, and whatever is meant to be is meant to be. So since I'm making different recipes, then I'm going to, hey, how are you? I'm going to write on the, what is this, plastic wrap, which batch this is for. Just so I don't forget, and then I need to write down a time. It was probably like 1:50 p.m. So this, it helps me keep track of what I'm doing, and so that I know what's next. So that dough is almost done. anybody have the Bosch mixer? I have been thinking about getting one because I think my KitchenAid is gonna die on me soon. So I've been looking at the Bosch mixers because I'm also trying to get into like the fresh milled flour. I have the mill up here, right there, and then I have all the grains that I'm wanting to use. But I tried to make some stuff with this mixer. It did okay, but I know if I had a different mixer, it would work a lot better. And this one was just struggling to keep up with the fresh milled flour. It was struggling, you guys. It was making even a smell like it was trying to burn out. So I stopped and then just hand kneaded the rest. But that is hard, you guys. I don't like hand kneading dough or anything like that, especially with the fresh milled. It is a little bit stiffer, so it's a little bit harder. And I can't, it just hurts my wrist and everything. So we are just making cinnamon rolls right now. We really aren't doing anything else today, but tonight for dinner, we're probably gonna have ground beef stroganoff and a veggie. Hi, Marcus. And a veggie. But yeah, right now we're making cinnamon rolls. We're making regular cinnamon rolls. We're making caramel apple cinnamon rolls. And then peach cobbler cinnamon rolls. Thank you so much. That one's about done. Don't forget to hit that like button if you are in here. I would really appreciate it. Also, tell me where you're from, what you got going. Okay, so this one is for the caramel apple cinnamon rolls. Now we are going to wrap this one as well. Where did my marker go? And then this one, like I said, is for the caramel apple. And it is $2.08. But this recipe, thank you. It says cover the bowl with plastic wrap and set aside for 20 minutes. If you're making beans or tea, plan to bake them. This recipe is a lot different. Okay, so, doesn't really make much sense. Thank you so much. Yes, for sure. We have a couple of houses in mind that we have looked at, and they're like in the same area that we are in now, and they're like on 1 acre lots. And they've been on the market for quite some time, but they're new builds. And usually around here, December, it doesn't really, like the market isn't as good as other months, I guess because of the holidays and stuff like that. So we are, so we looked at a couple, and we have two that are almost exactly alike, but just one is like 40 square foot less than the other, which you can't tell. Whenever you go in both of them, you cannot tell at all. So we're hoping that, you know, we can, one of them will still be on the market, and they've been lowering the price each like month. So we're hoping that one of them will still be on the market whenever we're ready. If not, then that just wasn't the plan, and we will just have to find another one. But no matter what, I have to have a big kitchen, y'all, because I just have to. I'm in the kitchen all the time. I have to have a bigger one for sure. Okay, so I guess with this recipe, you don't like let it rise for like an hour, so that's kind of throwing me off. Okay, we'll come back to that one, and then we are going to start the dough for the peach cobbler one. We'll worry about this in a second. See if I can get down to the recipe. Yes, I do. That's for sure. Okay. So for this one, okay, so this one we need how much milk? Cup of milk. Sorry, you guys. That one really threw me off because it's saying that it doesn't need to rise, and I just need to go back to the recipe and look fully, because that's kind of weird, but maybe so. I'm gonna warm this up. Benji, Benji, no sir. You coming? Come on. Come on, Benji. Come on. Come on. Come on, boss. Bossy. Benji. You guys, I gotta go get this dog. He is doing a big hole in my yard, and I don't know why he's doing that. And it's really, really big. And he just started it. Don't know what he has going on. What are you doing? Look, how did you do that? You are a mess. Why did you do that? You are dirty. Come on inside. You guys, what in the world? Benji, come on. We're done. Come on. I don't know what is going on with him. Now he's going to have a bath. Come on, Benj. Benji, come on. Boss, come on. Come on. Bossy. Y'all, these dogs. It's cold. It's probably like, well, cold for the south. It's probably, come on. It's probably like about, I think the last time I checked, it was like 40 degrees or so. You don't want to come in. So it's cold for here. Oh, there he is. You coming? Okay, he don't want to. So, oh, West Virginia. Okay, let me wash my hands and then we'll finish. Sit down. Okay, where were we? These a little bit longer. And then we need yeast, which is 2 teaspoons. And then we're gonna let that sit for a few minutes. You're from or in. How are you doing? Oh, let me go back to this other recipe while we wait on this to see what's going on. Buzz. Okay, so it says, first you technically should make the filling. We're not doing that part yet. Melted. At this stage, it should be chunky. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap. It should pull away. Set aside for 10 to 20 minutes to allow the gluten to relax if you're making these the same day. So I guess we need to do this. You hear that noise, boss? I'm making you hungry. You're from Las Vegas. I've always wanted to go to Vegas, but I haven't yet. I need to get there, that's for sure. Okay, so for the cinnamon roll filling, we need, scoot that stuff. So we need 4 Honeycrisp apples. It says large, but I don't know if I have any larges in this bag. 3, 4. But it also tells me 100 grams, so I'm probably gonna measure them out. I don't mean measure, I mean weigh them out. And it says, oh. So we're gonna peel these and then cut them up. Don't look in this drawer, it's a disaster. We need, let's say, it said 100 grams, 1,000 grams. Oh my goodness, 1,000 grams, not 100. So we'll see where we're at. Yes, I do need a pool. I want a pool, that's for sure. But with the pool comes more insurance and more insurance that I don't want to pay for. So, but there is a house local that we are also looking at that has a pool, but I'm probably not gonna get it. The more I thought about it, it would be cool, but for one, the insurances, and also it's taken up most of the backyard, and I still want some part of a garden. So that will be a no. But I do think we will do a like above ground pool at some point. So I am making cinnamon rolls. So we're making a regular cinnamon roll recipe, but it's not one that I normally make. Like, it's a new recipe to me. And then we are making caramel apple cinnamon rolls. And then, what's the other one? Peach cobbler cinnamon roll. Boss? Where this dog went? Bossy, get out of there. We got a new dog. His name is Boss, and he's a golden doodle, and he is just still a puppy through and through. I think he wants to go outside though. You went out? Go. Go. But yeah, he's still a puppy for sure. Whoops. So with these apples, I'm just cutting them very small because this is for the filling. So we'll see how that works out. Making a mess, y'all. Girl, or I'm sorry, my T.W. Myers, I do not know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I really don't. Thank you. So it says 1,000 grams of apples, but I think we're gonna need more than 4 apples for that, which is crazy. Oh my goodness, I hate it. I hate peeling apples. Like my kids will always are like, "Can I have an apple?" And I'm like, "Yeah, only if I can only cut it and not peel it." And then if they say yeah, then I'm like, "Okay, then yeah, I'll cut it for you." I do not like it at all. I was just thinking when I was cutting these that I need to buy one of those apple peeler things, you know, like the core, the appler, and like the pillar and the like it cuts it too. But speaking of apples though, I am soon, I think, I have it in my cart at Azure, so we'll see. Because I take things in and out of my cart on Azure Standard all the time, but we will see. But I did have in there like a whole box of apples because I want to make some applesauce and probably just applesauce is what I want to do because we love applesauce and I really don't buy it like that. I usually just will make it. And I just never got around. I don't even know if we have any apple like orchards here. And if I do, then they're probably a lot further away. Wait, no, we do have one, and it was in Fayetteville, which was like 3 hours from me. So I just never went. I wasn't about to go just for apples. So. But thankfully, there's things like Azure Standard, and I can get a whole box or 2, or however many I want. I might end up getting 2 boxes, depending on my budget. Okay, I think that's enough apples besides this one right here. I think that'll be good. To go. Okay. No, Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas. So I'm in Arkansas. I'm in Central Arkansas, and Fayetteville, Arkansas is a little ways from me. Okay. It says to put this in a large skillet, but my big one, let's just try this one. My big one of these are in the dishwasher. So I don't want to get it out because they're not quite done yet. Okay, so it says add the apples, 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. Add apples. And then 1/2 cup of butter. One thing that I got from Azure last time I did my pickup order thing is butter, and I got the Mother's Choice butter, and I've just been having a hard time like getting it out of the wrapper. Like it sticks into the butter, and then it's hard to get it out. This one was easier than the last one, but okay, so we need, it says we need this to be room temperature. And then we need brown sugar. Yeah, Utah, that's a big change. How are you liking Utah? It really is. I really think so too. It's crazy. It's like, can y'all not come up with any other names? Okay, so I need brown sugar, but I don't have any made besides like maybe a tablespoon. So we're just gonna make it in the container. I like Arkansas, but I think if I had a choice, I would move. But my husband has a really good job, so we're not going to move. He has a really good job. He loves his job. He's a general manager at his job, so it's really good. But if I had a choice, I would most definitely not live in Arkansas. There's not really too much wrong with Arkansas, but I don't know. I think I experienced Texas, and there was like, in Texas, there was like so much to do. There was never a time where there was nothing to do. And a lot of stuff that they had in Texas was free to do, like with your kids. And I don't know, I just loved it. And it seemed like in Texas, like they had like, each little area in Texas was like its own little town. Whereas here, you have to drive, like in my town, you have to drive a ways to get to anything good, like the shopping spots. which they are trying to add that stuff, but it's not here yet. So yeah, I don't know. But I just rather something else. So I don't know exactly where I would want to go. So Texas, I loved when I lived out in San Antonio. Loved it. But I've never really been to many other places besides, like, I've been to Tennessee. You know, there's not really much reason for me to go there. I would love to try North Carolina, but I've never been there, you know, so I don't know. But I know Texas, you know, has made me think, like, but I will never get the opportunity to, you guys. Just so you know, if you are messing with apples, and you can save this and make your own apple cider vinegar with it. Yeah, see, that's what my husband thinks too. And just nowadays, it's like so hard to find a job that it's just like, you know, why leave if his job is really good and things like that. So we just haven't, and probably aren't. And then also, soon we're about to buy a house, so I guess we will be stuck here. So we are making cinnamon rolls. We're making regular cinnamon rolls. We are making caramel apple cinnamon rolls. And we are making peach cobbler cinnamon rolls as well. I don't know how far I will get because in about an hour I have to go get my kids from school. But whenever I go, I will just end the live and then I will come back whenever I get done getting them. Ah! That was almost really, really bad. But we still got it in there. Okay. And then a teaspoon of salt. We'll clean the rest of it up later, but I didn't lose all of it. Thank you. I got those from my mother. So no, I'm not going to be freezing any this time. I am really just trying to see what recipes I like. And then, hold on a second, you guys. But I am just trying to figure out what recipes I like so that I can just get a sense of different things, you know. And whenever I move, I want to have like a little stand that I can roll out down to the bottom of my driveway. So I'm just trying to test out different recipes ahead of time so we can see what we like and what we don't like. So we need 4 cups of flour. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And good luck on your test. that dough is looking nice. Just got a few more minutes. I put like a cornstarch mixture into the apples, and so that could thicken up. And now it says we have to wait 5 to 10 minutes until that gets done so that it can thicken up. So I'm at an hour on my my regular cinnamon roll recipe. So I'm gonna put that in the fridge because I'm not gonna have time to finish it right now. So I'm putting that in the fridge so that the fridge, it will help it not rise so much more. It kind of like helps stop it a little bit. And then we will see where we at after that. But the apple mixture, you guys, that apple mixture smells really good. Okay, I think that's about so this one is done as well. So we are going to cover it along with the others. And with this one, we will be back before it needs to be the next step. So we should be fine just to leave this one out. And this one was a peach cobbler. There's really not too much of a difference with the dough in these, but I want to try the recipe fully. So let's see. Cook until I want to test with the flour. The apples are soft. So with the apples, I guess we're just cooking them until they're soft. Y'all, that mixture will be good in a lot of things. In a lot of things. Okay, so what do we need to do next? We have that in the fridge. As soon as this gets done, we gotta put it in something else. We're gonna let it cool in the fridge until we get back. We did the dough for that. And The peach cobbler needs to wait for an hour. We got that waiting. The other one's in the fridge because we don't have time. So I think we're good. We can start cleaning up our mess until we get back. But some of the stuff I am going to leave out on this cutting board because we will be back. But some of this other stuff can be washed. And turn that off and let it do its thing for a little bit longer in there. Clean up. Thank you. If y'all rather have like the live videos instead of the regular videos, let me know. Even if you're like on the replay, then let me know. Just to give me a little bit of an idea. But when we move, I will be back doing videos and lives and shorts. But it's hard right now to do videos where I have to edit them all the time and all of that. It gets a little bit hard. And like I said in the beginning, it's hard because I have this little area right here and it's like not much space. It's kind of hard for me to position y'all because of, like I have a little bar right here, but this is my working area over here. And then it gets dark over here when I'm doing videos, so. And then right now it's okay because I have the sun out, but a lot of times when I do videos, I wait till my kids go to bed because I don't want to have to be like, hey kids, be quiet or something like that, which I have changed that, but it's hard for me to do it because I work 8 to 5 usually, and then I have to cook dinner and stuff, and then usually it's dark right now by then, so. this is the filling for the caramel apple cinnamon rolls. And when we get back, we will make, the caramel sauce for this and the filling for the peach cobbler one. And then we will also be able to make the regular cinnamon rolls as well. But I also think that I just got to thinking about this. I might also make another batch of regular cinnamon rolls. And I might freeze some or something. Since I'm already here, I might as well make some more. So we will see what I feel like doing when I get back. But just so y'all know, if y'all come back whenever I get back, my kids will be here. So they will be a little bit rowdy. And I might even cook dinner with y'all. We shall see. We shall see. What's everybody having for dinner? Anything good? I also just put that caramel apple dough in the fridge as well because it's getting close to time for that one as well. And I don't want to have to let it get too overly done. So we'll see. Also, you guys, another thing that I was wanting to make is some like bakery style raspberry white chocolate chip scones. And then let me look. And then there are also some what is it called? Something else that I was wanting to make too that I might make today as well. Let me see what it was. So the scones. Oh, I'm also gonna be making yogurt. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow morning, and then I will probably do like just a little short video of how I make my yogurt. It's a little bit of an easier cheating way, and just because I don't boil the milk, I just get like ultra pasteurized milk from the store, and do it that way. But I think I might make some granola to go with that. And I don't know if it'll be today. Okay, so don't know if it'll be today, but I also want to make, let me find it. There are these bakery style lemon blueberry streusel muffins. Let me see if I can get it on here to show y'all. These. And they looked so good that I wanted to try those. I don't know when yet. Oh, and they also had like a raspberry white chocolate muffin one as well, that I'm thinking about doing. So if you are new here, I typically like, with the muffins and stuff, I can always freeze them and take them out whenever we want, and then we can heat them up in the microwave or whatever. And so that's why I like to make a little bit more at one time, because I can freeze the stuff. So then whenever I don't feel like cooking or something like that, then I can just pull out from my freezer and already have breakfast or whatever it is for me and my family. Especially since we do have early mornings, and it's just easier sometimes to just pull something out the freezer, or the night before pull something out, and then they can just get the food on their own, because my two older kids can, get their own breakfast in the mornings. So that works out a lot. Now with these cinnamon rolls, I will not be freezing them except for only if I make another batch. Just because these are kind of like specialty ones, and I don't know how they would do frozen. And I'm just also just testing out these recipes is what this is. And if you weren't here at the beginning, I have 3 different cinnamon roll recipes, but I will be keeping half of them here and then taking half to work with me tomorrow so that some of the guys, can eat them too and see how they are and be able to let me know how the recipes are and if they liked it or not. Which they get excited about that because, you know, they get free baked goods and stuff like that. So I like doing that. And yeah, and I'm really trying to nail down these recipes so that whenever I move, I can make this little farm stand and be able to, you know, just do that. I love to bake. If you are new, I love to bake here. I love it, love it, love it. It's like one of my passions. Awesome. Yes, I will be posting them maybe in the comments after this live or the next live that I do when I get back. But I like to try out the recipes, you know, so that I can go ahead and start trying them out since I'm not working in the garden right now because the garden is winter and stuff like that. So this is the time that I have to try different recipes and try to nail down what I really want. And then when it's time, I can, you know, and when I'm ready, I can offer those things to other people and to sell also, a form of income as well, which is always nice. But I love baking, but we can't ever eat it fast enough. So either I'm wasting or having to take stuff to work. So it's like, maybe try to get paid for it and see how that goes. And the place where we are trying to move to is kind of like out in the country, but kind of not. They're 1 acre lots, so like each house, you know, is on an acre. But it's still kind of like the country. So I think when people realize it's there, like the people on the street and stuff, they will be willing to come. And if not, then I guess I will be giving stuff away or something. I don't know. We haven't made it that far yet. But we will see how that works out. I think also eventually I want to try to have like a site up to be able to sell my stuff. So that will make it easy too. So if any of my online peeps want to get anything, then they would be able to through the online store. So I don't know, we'll see. We will see. So I guess I'm about to head on out. It's 3:05 here, so I will probably be back by, let me see, maybe I can go get Owen right now. So if I get Owen right now, that's 20, no, I think that will be too late. No, that's 35 minutes, so that would be like 3:40. And then I get the other kid, so that would be like 4:15. So I'll probably be back around, I don't know, let's shoot for me coming back at 4:30. And if I think it's going to be sooner, then I would like to schedule a live so that you all know when I'm coming back. And y'all know when y'all can, when y'all, you know, when I'll be here. I don't know what I'm talking about, okay, you guys? And figure that out. Let's get out my room. But yeah, but anyways, thank you all for sticking around with me. I really appreciate it. I will be back hopefully around 4:30-ish. And if you are wanting to see this get finished and maybe some other stuff, then that's what we will be doing. And my kids will be here, so it might be a little loud, but that is okay because that means we are a happy home full of love, you guys. But I will see you in a bit.